Hello there. Thank you for choosing to click on my second video for EFT for weight loss. Please make sure before you look at this video that you've done the tapping on the first video, which is concerning with bringing down your stresses relating to food and eating. So you need to bring that down first before you move on to this one. What I want to do today is to tap on cravings. So what we need to do is find the intensity of a food that we're craving, whether it's for chocolate, crisps, candy, whatever it is, and trying to bring that response down. Okay, so what is it that you like? What are the wrong things that you eat? Have a think about that. I know today I have been craving a bit of chocolate. I know I'm not having any sugar this month. I'm having as little as I can. So having that bit of chocolate wouldn't do very good for me. You can actually try bringing down your craving by having your chosen food in front of you. So I've got a bit of chocolate here. I can smell that, it makes my mouth water a little bit. Even looks good, doesn't it, the gold packaging. And I think to myself, how much am I craving that on a scale of 1 to 10? I'd say that's about a 9 at the moment. That's one of my favourite chocolates. It smells good, I can almost taste it with the smell there. I'd say I want that, it's about a 9 at the moment. I quite fancy that. I haven't had sugar for a couple of days. A few days actually. So, I'm going to tap on and I'm going to put out my setup statement, which will be, even though I really crave this piece of chocolate, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I really crave this chocolate and it's making my mouth water, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I'm really craving this chocolate, that sweet silky taste on my tongue, I completely and deeply love and accept myself. We'll just do a few rounds of tapping. This chocolate I'm craving. All this craving. That sweet velvety taste. Again, this is all personal to me. That's what that chocolate means to me. You have your own ideas. Tap on that. That sweet taste. That chocolate. That taste on my tongue. That lovely tasting chocolate. All this craving. Always take a deep breath at this top point. You can just tap on craving. All this craving. That chocolate craving. Or whatever it is you like. It could be crisps. I'm craving that chocolate. It tastes so good. Craving. If you don't know what to say, just tap on craving. 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 All this craving. And just keep tapping. Craving, chocolate, craving, chocolate, chocolate, craving, all this craving, that sweet taste, that silkiness on my tongue, chocolate, craving, chocolate, chocolate, craving, craving, chocolate. Now after you've done a few rounds, that will actually take the edge off of the craving, and it actually dull the craving. And I can honestly say that now does not have the same appeal to me. Even when I smell it, it has taken the edge off. I'm not as desperate to eat that now. So that is how simple EFT can be, just for bringing down cravings for certain foods, the wrong foods that you may want to get away from eating. So next we need to go to the next level, which is looking at the emotion behind the craving. So many of us use food to suppress negative emotions. So what we need to do is focus on these emotions and the events around them. So just try and tune into yourself a little bit. And these could be uncovered childhood issues, stresses, feelings of being overwhelmed and fear around food. It could be anything, but it normally does go back to childhood. So just tune in and feel if anything comes up. It's funny actually, because I've not analysed myself for eating that much, but something has just come up to my mind, and that is actually when I was too skinny as a child. People used to laugh at me a little bit, not in a horrible way, I wasn't bullied, but people used to laugh at me for being skinny. So maybe that made me eat a lot. But also I think it gave me the impression I could eat anything, because I never seemed to put on weight. So I'll tap on that. And there's an emotion behind that. What is that emotion? Maybe it's not feeling good enough. And a lot of times it does go back to not feeling good enough with a lot of things with tapping. So even though I once didn't feel good about myself, I was way too skinny, I completely and deeply love and accept myself. Even though once I didn't feel good enough, and I would eat because I could eat what I wanted and I wanted to get bigger, I completely and deeply love and accept myself. Even though I once didn't feel good enough and I could eat anything I wanted, almost destroying my body, I completely and deeply love and accept myself. So really focus on these emotions. It's hard for me to show you on this video what to tap on, because it's going to be personal to you. Okay, this is why it's always good to see a therapist to actually bring out in you what it is you need to tap on, or whatever needs to be worked on, whatever type of therapy you're going for. All these emotions, of being skinny. I used to be able to eat what I want. Didn't seem to have an effect on my body then. But I probably didn't care because I didn't feel good enough. Not good enough. Too skinny. Not good enough. Oh, I felt a real release of emotion there. Not good enough. Too skinny. I can eat anything. I used to be able to eat anything. Too skinny. I was far too skinny. So I built all this fat around me. Perhaps that was a protection. Deep breath. Wow, I've actually felt quite a change there. Now, for real emotions, I would recommend tapping for about 20 minutes to bring that down. because as I said earlier, you could uncover childhood issues, stresses, feelings of being overwhelmed, fear. So you need about 20 minutes to tap that down. You'll find, most of you, when you're researching into this, you'll find it's not about the food. The fat is covering up or masking, it's what is underneath. So when you address these underlying patterns, emotions, events and beliefs, your relationship with food will shift towards something healthier. I'm feeling quite relaxed now. And I can honestly say I do not have the same response to smelling that. My mouth's not watering. I can easily put that to one side. That wouldn't bother me now. And I haven't even done 20 minutes on tapping on my emotions. For the sake of the video, I'm going to stop it in a moment, but I will tap on myself a little bit more because I know that will curb my cravings much more. So I hope that gives you an idea of what you need to do. Tap away at those emotions that are beneath the food. All that food is just covering up everything else. And once we can tap that emotion away, your cravings will stop, or at least go down a lot. Okay? On the next video, we're going to be focusing on tapping for exercise, because that's the other thing that's going to help with your weight loss. Thank you for watching this one, and I'll see you in a week's time.